Alright, so I just made me some Nshima with Kasepa after a really long time. Here's how it went down. I put the Kasepa in a bowl and added hot water. This was to soften it a little and also clean it. I then diced up 2 small onions and 1 big tomato. After 3 minutes, I replaced the hot water with cold water so the Kasepa wouldn't get too soft. You still want it to have a snap. After a couple of minutes, I drained out the water. I got a pan and tried putting it on the stove top, but it kept leaning on one side. It's one of those been in my family for years type things, and I just refused to throw it away. Anyway, pan finally balanced. I poured in some oil and tossed in the Kasepa. After letting it fry up for 3 minutes, I flipped it. After another 3 minutes, I flipped it again, making sure all the Kasepa gets some love. At this point, it started smoking and it was extremely pungent. My neighbors probably hate me. I then added in the diced onions and fried for a minute. I added in a bit of salt and thyme, then tossed in the tomatoes. I fried until the tomatoes were cooked, then decided to add a little bit of turmeric because why not? I fried for a bit and it was ready. So for the veggies, I decided to go with a mix of red and Chinese. That sounds weird. Kale and Chinese cabbage. My mom often used to do this combo and I find it super delicious. I chopped up the veggies, 2 small onions and 1 big tomato. I poured a bit of oil in a pot, then added the tomatoes and onions. I fried for about 2 minutes, then added some salt. I then added the veggies, mixed them in, then left them to cook for 2 minutes. I then stirred them constantly for a further minute and they were ready. I cooked up some Nshima and plated the meal. The Kasepa was okay. It's definitely an acquired taste because of its bitterness. I found myself enjoying the gravy more than the Kasepa itself. In future dishes, I'll probably mix it in with other things where it's complementary and not really the main star because it does have some good unique flavors.